Signing a perfect free agent can either make or break your season. With so many NBA teams this season going for the top spot, I believe the free agent market is going to be very busy. For this video, we're going to be talking about 10 free agents that are still available that I believe they will be on an NBA roster before NBA playoffs. I believe all these players have a lot to prove, a lot to offer, and they should not be sitting in open free agency. I'm going to be talking about what they have to offer, their expected salary, and also how good they were last season. With all that information, I guarantee you guys will love this video today. But quickly, before I get on with the video, I just want to say, if you're new to the channel and love basketball, welcome to Easy Buckets. My name is Soom, and I make basketball videos every single day, so be sure to hit the subscribe button and click this button right here, the post notification bell, to not miss any of my upcoming videos. If you watched this video and you loved it, be sure to smash that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. It would help out the channel a lot. But without wasting any more time, let's talk about the best free agents available. In my opinion, I believe the best free agent available right now is Isaiah Thomas, and I do believe he's going to be on an NBA roster very soon. I put Isaiah Thomas in that conversation of a savvy pickup for any NBA team because I believe in his career, Isaiah Thomas has to be a role player, but in that role, he has the potential to be better. We all know how good Isaiah Thomas was a few years ago when he was on the Boston Celtics. He was an MVP caliber player, led the Boston Celtics to the NBA Eastern Conference Finals. But after being hit with a hip injury and then traded to the Cavs for Kyrie Irving, I would say Isaiah Thomas's career took a slight downhill. Over the past few seasons, he's been moved around. He went from the Cavs to the Lakers, then from the Lakers to the Denver Nuggets, and then to the Washington Wizards. And after having a little bit of drama last year with the Wizards, him not being happy with his role, and some specific social media situations and disruptions, Isaiah Thomas definitely lost some value in the NBA. A big reason why Isaiah Thomas wasn't very impactful last season is because he's been hit with multiple minor small injuries that just kept getting annoying, especially for NBA teams. He hurt his hip, he hurt his calf, and then he hurt his elbow. They are just small injuries that teams don't want to be a part of. But when it comes to this season, Isaiah Thomas claims that he is as healthy as ever and he's ready to be impactful for any NBA team. From what we're hearing so far, he's been linked to the Brooklyn Nets. They lost Spencer Dinwiddie and Karis LeVert, and they're looking for a backup point guard off the bench behind James Harden and Kyrie Irving, and Isaiah Thomas could be that guy. Isaiah Thomas is as competitive as it comes. He's one of the best drivers, one of the best mid-range, and a pretty good three-point shooter. I believe if the Brooklyn Nets can have him in a minimal role off the bench, it wouldn't be a bad idea. If there's an NBA team looking for a backup point guard, Isaiah Thomas should be the #1 option. The next player on this list is Tyson Chandler, and I believe his addition would instantly be good on all aspects of the floor and in the locker room. When talking about what Tyson Chandler brings to the table, he brings a lot, especially on the defensive end. He's a great rim protector, he's a great screen setter, and also has NBA experience, but not just experience, he has NBA championship experience. Tyson Chandler has played alongside a lot of great players in his past career. He recently just played alongside James Harden and LeBron James. And with Tyson Chandler definitely entering retirement very soon, possibly by the end of this season, I believe getting one more run at a title wouldn't be a bad idea. A lot of NBA championship contenders are looking for shot blockers and rim protectors and defensive anchors, and I believe Tyson Chandler will be a great option. The Lakers need a rim protector, the Brooklyn Nets need a rim protector. Let's see who can get Tyson Chandler first. People who have played with Tyson Chandler always says that he's a great teammate. He impacts the team emotionally. He's also a vocal leader, and I believe any NBA team would love to have a boost of someone that's respected but can also dish out respect. If an NBA team needs a veteran center, Tyson Chandler is your guy. But the next free agent is a younger center that I believe would be a great addition for NBA teams, and that's Dwayne Dedmon, and what he brings to the table is actually a lot. He has a lot of skills in his arsenal, and he's probably the most popular center right now being available. When talking about Dwayne Dedmon's playing style, he fits the modern NBA because of his ability to do all things on the floor. I mentioned earlier, he has good floor spacing and has the rim protecting skill, but what I love about him is that he has good instincts as a shot blocker. He doesn't just chase blocks just to get a block. He knows when to chase and know when is the right time to go for an efficient block attempt. Rim protecting in the NBA is very important, but a center having the ability to shoot on offense and defend at the rim, it really gives an NBA team a lot of options when putting him on the floor. Dwayne Dedmon is a very popular target right now for NBA championship contenders that want a young center that can prove themselves, and he's probably the best available when it comes to a young player that will just take a quick, cheap, and easy deal. Dedmon has been moved around over the past season from the Hawks to the Kings to the Pistons, and right now I believe he wants to join a team that can literally rejuvenate and show the NBA what he's truly worth, and then play for another contract again. Last season he averaged 6 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 1.5 blocks, and I believe if he could do the exact same thing as a third or second center behind your main one, that would be great for the team's depth. Dwayne Dedmon, probably the best all-around center on this list. The next free agent on this list is Gerald Green, and if there's an NBA team looking for floor spacing and simply a dead-eye shooter, Gerald Green is your guy. What Gerald Green brings to the table, besides his shooting, he has the ability to finish at the rim at a high level. He has a lot of jumping ability, he has a high vertical, and his athleticism just puts him over the edge on everybody on this list. He was just on the Houston Rockets and was a part of the Houston Rockets' best seasons, and now with the Houston Rockets moving on and rebuilding, Gerald Green is also in the exact same situation. He's looking for a championship contending team right now. Gerald Green is one of the most popular floor spacers in the open free agent market right now, and he's currently being linked by the Clippers to have a backup shooter off the bench. Last season, he didn't play due to an injury, but the season before, his stats weren't that bad. He averaged 9.2 points, 2.5 rebounds, shot 40% at the field goal mark, and shot 36% at the three-point line. Gerald Green, to me, is a little bit above average as a shooter. If an NBA team wants a dead-eye shooter, Gerald Green is your man. The next free agent on this list is John Henson, and he's instantly probably the best shot blocker on this free agency list. John Henson is a traditional big man. He has the size, he has the height, but also has the lateral speed to be a decent perimeter, but great interior defender. John Henson is known to be a shot blocker, but I'll be honest, if he can improve more on the offense, he would be a more intriguing target. If NBA teams want just a pure shot blocker, John Henson is your guy. He is currently in his prime, and a player that will take a minimum contract in their prime wouldn't be a bad idea. The next free agent on this list is one of the best shooters in NBA history, and that's Kyle Korver. He's actually one of my favorite targets. Kyle Korver is a special free agent because what he brings to the table is his dead-eye three-point shooting, but also his NBA experience and his veteran leadership. Kyle Korver has been bounced around in the NBA to multiple teams, but with him having 0 NBA championships, I believe he's looking for an NBA championship right now. Kyle Korver is 39 years old, he has not announced his retirement, and the fact that he's still shooting 42% at the three-point line at this age, it just proves that he still belongs on an NBA roster. The NBA is becoming more of a three-point shooting game. Kyle Korver is going to end up on the roster by the NBA playoffs for sure. The next free agent on this list is Dion Waiters, and he's a fan favorite when it comes to a young player that wants to prove himself and has the potential to be a breakout star. Dion Waiters was a part of the NBA championship team last year with the Los Angeles Lakers, and after gaining that experience, Dion Waiters claims he wants to join a team and help them win a championship. And after that experience, Dion Waiters didn't really play in the NBA Finals, but he claims that now he wants to be part of a team and contribute to winning. A big reason why Dion Waiters has lost value in the NBA is because he's been hit with so many injuries, but from now it looks like he's healthy and wants another opportunity. If an NBA team wants to give Dion Waiters a shot, a young player, a young guard that can create space, facilitate, and also knock down shots and finish at the rim, I believe Dion Waiters at a minimum contract is a great idea. In my opinion, I wish the Lakers actually brought back Dion Waiters. I'm surprised they didn't. But Dion Waiters is a very popular name in the NBA. I do see him on the NBA roster very soon as well. The next player on this list is Ronnie Jefferson, and I believe he'll be a great addition on the defensive end for any NBA team. Ronnie Jefferson was on the Raptors last year, and he was actually a big part of why they were so successful last year, especially in the regular NBA standings. Ronnie Jefferson was the power forward off the bench, but what he brought off the bench was great. He was a defensive player, a 3-and-D presence, and also brings an emotional hustle factor. NBA coaches love players that hustle, and Ronnie Jefferson, he has the nickname of Hustle Jefferson. I do see him on an NBA roster very soon as well. This past offseason, he signed a contract with the Wolves, but it's kind of weird that they waived him. I guess the Wolves wanted to make space for their other free agents, but the point is Ronnie Jefferson has become available. He's a great player at the power forward and can also be great in a small ball lineup. Ronnie Jefferson, a great rebounder, a great addition for any NBA team. The next free agent on this list is Shabazz Napier, and I believe he's a great addition if you need a point guard, someone that can do all things at that one spot. Shabazz Napier was on the Washington Wizards last year, and honestly, with John Wall being out and Isaiah Thomas being hit with multiple injuries, Shabazz actually put up a pretty good stat line during that season. He averaged 10.3 points, 2.9 rebounds, 5 assists per game, shooting 41% at the field goal mark and 32% at the 3-point line. Shabazz Napier is not a bad option. With him still being young and still looking for an opportunity in the NBA, I believe he wouldn't be a bad addition as a third point guard for an NBA roster. Shabazz Napier is a great playmaker, but also has the ability to space the floor. And if all the best point guards on this list become unavailable, I believe Shabazz Napier is the next man up. And the last free agent on this list is one of my favorites, and that's NBA veteran Jamal Crawford. Even though he's 41, I still believe he's a walking bucket and still has a lot left in his tank. Last season, Jamal Crawford signed a contract with the Brooklyn Nets, and after that signing, NBA fans were just so happy to see Jamal Crawford return. We all know what he brings to the table. He's a veteran leader, he's an emotional factor, he has NBA experience, but also, he's actually a walking bucket. He can control the rock, facilitate, create his own shot, and also playmake. Jamal Crawford is actually one of the best six-mans in NBA history. All of these free agents will be coming off the bench if they sign with a new team, and I believe if you're going to sign a player to come off your bench, why not sign somebody with bench experience, somebody who's a master at it. I believe signing Jamal Crawford to be a third or even fourth option off the bench at the guard position, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Honestly, I just want to see Jamal Crawford's crossovers again, at least one more time. But ultimately guys, this wraps up my video for today on the top 10 free agents that are still available. What's most important to me is what are your thoughts? Are these the best free agents, or are there any more out there that you believe should be on this list? Put your thoughts in the comment section down below. But other than that, take it easy, God bless, and I'll see you all next time on Easy Buckets. Woo!